Jara, could you tell us how we can avoid suffering in life?
Physically, anyone in the world can hurt you. But no one in the world has the power to hurt you. If you are hurt, the only person responsible is you.
Please explain.
Is it not clear to you that if you are hurt, it is because of the thoughts in your mind?
Yes, I can clearly see that. It is impossible for me to feel hurt if I do not think or if I think about something nice. But those thoughts that hurt me come to my mind, depending on what is happening to me, and I am not able to drive those thoughts away. Therefore, I am suffering.
Still, they are your thoughts. How can your own thoughts hurt you? Let us revise the lessons. Someone tell me, what are thoughts?
Thoughts are five-dimensional pictures of the world, stored in our mind. We use our five senses, and convert what we perceive, as our thought world. We always live, in our personal thought world.
Yes. You're right. Tell me why our thought world differs from the thought world built by others.
Because of our likes and dislikes. Instead of perceiving the world as it is, we filter what we perceive, with our likes and dislikes.
That's right. In addition, we also add an imaginary story to our thought world. We can avoid suffering in life if we understand that this story is completely fictional. Let me explain. We have stories in our mind about anything and everything. What do you think about this war? We have our own story describing it. What do you think about your neighbor? Another story. The longest and never-ending story is about ourselves. Suppose one asks you a question, tell me about yourself, you can keep going on forever. When were you born, what your family background is, your educational credentials, your job profile, who your friends are, your interests, your hobbies, what your likes and dislikes are, your political views, your goals in life, your failures and successes in life, most tragic and most jubilant moments in your life. The story will go on forever. In the process, you are forgetting it is just a story. A story that you made up yourself. You are involved in it so deeply you assume that it is real. There are no problems in life. The only problem is the constant chatter in your head involving this fictional story. What will happen to me? I should have said this, should not have done that is mine and I cannot let it go. These thoughts in our minds are natural and cannot be avoided. But not recognizing that all these are part of the fictional story is the cause of the problem. The key to enlightenment is to understand that it is a purely fictional story. Who you essentially are has nothing to do with this story. Many of us think that ego is the biggest stumbling block preventing us from realizing who we really are. With this assumption, we involve in various practices to destroy the ego. We will never succeed in this task. All that is required is to understand that I am just a story in my head which does not exist in reality. I am the absolute reality that sustains not only my imaginary story but also the story of the entire universe. Nothing else is required to be done. When you were young, you really thought Santa came during midnight of Christmas and left you gifts for you. When you grew up, you realized that it was just a myth. What do? If you start propagating the fact Santa is a myth and try to kill Santa, it only means you have not really understood the meaning of the word myth. If you have really understood, you will buy a gift for your child and tell her Santa brought it. Santa is essential for a joyful Christmas. Similarly, the ego, the fictional story in your head, is essential for joyful living.
You have not explained to us why you call the I thought in our head a fiction. We know Santa is a myth and understand he is an essential part of joyful Christmas. But how can I equate myself with this mythical figure?
This is the voice in your head, preventing you from accepting that it is fictional. Let me explain differently. Suppose, if someone says that the situation that is causing you to suffer is not true, won't you feel fully relieved instantly?
Yes, temporarily I will feel relieved. But I will explore and find out whether what I heard is the truth or not.
I am also asking you to do the same thing now. If you dismiss what I am saying as incorrect, it only means that the fictional story in your head has won the battle, and it will ensure more suffering in life for you. Instead of questioning me, if you accept what I am saying, you will be instantly relieved of the suffering. You are then free to inquire and understand whether I am right or wrong. Let us continue our inquiry and find out the truth of everything.